here we go. So the first one, this is the lead into the article that I actually want to talk about. So Britain fires up coal plant as solar panels suffer in hot weather. Solar panels...
Hot weather. Oh, nice.
Also, hot weather. Britain.
Oh, yeah. So, Newfoundland summer. Okay.
It's probably got warmer than that today in Australia. Look, Green Martian.
I'm confused. I'm confused. How can you build a solar panel and not consider heat?
I don't know.
Same reason I said, why didn't they build recyclability into this fucking technology, at least at the second generation going forward?
Because it's not about sustainability. It's about ripping off stupid people and the taxpayer by getting the government to pay for crap we don't need.
I think years of The Simpsons making it look like coal-using power plants were pollutive. Actually, they didn't even use coal in Simpsons.
No, that was a nuclear plant.
They started cooling towers. The cooling towers always billowed grey smoke for a lot of the show, making it look like it was constantly producing pollution.
I think the problem is that the midwits have watched so much Simpsons that they're like, oh my god, look at the state of the people that work in nuclear power plants. No. No. But they also...
Martian says, to be fair, there was a heat wave in England. It was 30 Celsius last weekend.
Don't make me look up the temperature from yesterday.
It does make me laugh, though. Like, oh, it's too hot for the solar panels. Bitch, most of the time in the UK, it's too overcast for the solar panels to actually work. And now you're telling me the few days of the year where it's actually, like, sunny. It's too hot for the solar panels.
Well, that's it.
What exactly use are the solar panels in the UK then?
Well, that's it. You can't get a return from solar panels in Australia. The country where they used to have a hole in the ozone layer and where clouds haven't been invented yet. But
I'm not sure if you want to have like a solar panel on your roof and it makes your electricity bill slightly cheaper, fucking go for it. I don't care. But like, if we're relying on this for the national grid and not like most of the year they don't work because it's overcast and the rest of the year they don't work because it's too fucking hot and they're melting, like, you're just wasting our money now.
Let's say we would put solar panels on every single roof in the UK. I still don't think it would produce enough power. I think everyone would be like, oh, wait, we're having brownouts because there's not enough sun.
No,
we're not Spain.
I think maybe like it might bring people's individual power bills down. Maybe. Like if you get a nice warm day and your power bill that month is slightly less, then that's a win, I guess.
Well, here's one for you, Disco, that I think you missed last week when we covered it. In Australia, there's a group of idiots that want landlords to pay for solar panels on their rental properties. And they somehow think that this won't affect rental prices. Like, what possible benefit is there to the landlord? Yeah, I'll fork out £5,000 and I'm going to see no return on that investment. Ever. So, these evil coal plants that are getting fired up. Rush to turn on air conditioning during heat waves causes a spike in demand for electricity. So Britain has started burning coal to generate electricity for the first time in a month and a half after the heat wave made solar panels too hot to work efficiently. What a fucking statement! What a fucking statement! Oh,
it
Lord.
did make me laugh when Mooney was like, next they'll be telling me that on windy days it's too windy for windmills to work.
And then Anna's like,
oh my god, they're spinning too fast, they're gonna break.
There's actually an article on that.
When are we going to see articles about hydroelectric dams being too much flooded water? Oh no!
The hydroelectric's actually fairly decent.
Yeah, hydroelectric actually works. Tristan has an interesting question, or at least an interesting thought. I'm not sure one way or the other, but I'm not convinced the solar panel generates enough energy over its life cycle to build a solar panel. I'd love to see someone do the numbers on that.
That is a good question.
It's a damn good question.
Especially when you've also got to think they have a very limited lifespan, and so you then have to take into account the energy of recycling the things.
Well, that's
So,
it.
yeah, that would be an interesting question to ask.
Yeah, that's
and the energy to produce them.
Well, they've got a 10 to 15 year lifespan, assuming that they don't get wiped out in the massive hailstorms every 3 years.
They don't melt in the sun.
They don't get coated in pollen.
Solar panels melting in the sun. Because apparently that's the problem. It's too hot for the solar panels to work.
I mean, I'm going to put this panel in front of the sun as long as I possibly can to make as much money from it as I can. Let's build it out of a really thermally melty plastic. Why not?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, Little Green Merchant points out the windmills also catch fire if they spin too fast.
Oh, here we go. High temperatures over the weekend reduced the amount of energy generated from solar panels. Output on Sunday was almost a third lower than a week earlier, despite temperatures climbing above 30 degrees Celsius. Solar panels are tested at a benchmark of 25 degrees Celsius. Oh, so they wouldn't function in Australia in winter. Oh my God.
Here in Newfoundland. Newfoundland almost never gets sun anyway, but I mean, for fuck's sake.
Let me just check the temperature for my capital city today. Keeping in mind that it is winter in Australia at the moment, it got to 23 degrees Celsius today.
Oh, fuck you. I mean... I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Fuck you.
Oh.
It's 19 and overcast here, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
This is high summer for us.
Yeah, but this is in Australia. It was 23 degrees in the middle of fucking winter. These solar panels wouldn't work on a slightly warmer day than today.
My bedroom gets up to like 27 degrees on a hot day usually. Like during the summer, like last year, I think the maximum I saw was 34, and it was just ridiculous.
So I don't expect as much sun in your bedroom, though.
No. So, even if it is a top of the flats.
And it's almost as if British homes are designed to maintain heat energy.
Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah.
So this is a snip that Disco just sent me. Reasons why wind turbines may be stopped. Well, the strange thing is that even though this might sound like a contradiction, too much wind also causes wind turbines to stop, because they're shit. Oh.
It's great, isn't it? So, too much sun is bad for the solar panels, and too much wind is bad for the wind turbine.
Yeah. Now, members of the public were advised to keep their phones charged in case of power cuts, but we need more electric cars. We need more electric cars, despite the fact that we can't keep the fucking power on in a whole 30-degree heat wave. Ooh, 30 degrees. Oh, Jesus.
And the best of it was, with this article, I read that the power plants that they spun up, so the coal ones, are the ones that they want to dismantle next year.
Yeah.
And we're obviously still relying on them.
Oh my God, that's fucking awful. What I'm waiting for them to say is actually, it's not to do with heat, it's more to do with the humidity. Yeah, it got too wet for them.
It's climate change.
It was too much.
Climate change done it. The solar panels worked when we built them.
Wait till you hear what Disco and I are going to show you about what climate change is doing later. But first, well, you know how England's having a heat wave? Well, The Guardian has a solution for what you can do to cope with the heat wave. Crow, you can fuck off and die. That's what you can do with your heat wave. That's what this. Oh my God! What the fuck is that?
I was just looking at that. What is that? Jesus!
Holy shit! If you
that looks like a really badly morphed version of Maureen.
This is what happens if you ask an AI to create a retarded environmentalist feminist lunatic.
I'm just like,
so in other words, if you put the word journalist into an AI at this point,
you just have to say AI, and I'm like, yeah, AI doesn't know how to draw human beings. That's probably why it's this.
Anybody can with the fingers.
Little Green Master's like triggered face. It's literally the meme.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Carmen's like, are we sure this is not an AI? No, we're not.
No, we're really not. No.
So this absolute fucking stunned cunt says it may be hot, but most British homes don't need aircon. Switch it off. Really,
I'm sorry,
bitch.
for like the 1 week of a year where it gets warm enough here that our little fucking insulated homes just turn into ovens, and we're like, oh, it would be nice to wheel out the portable air conditioner that I bought for this very occasion and just cool off, and the Guardian's like, no.
Yeah, but
no.
Yeah. Or, as Prime says, no aircon. My grandpa would die without aircon. I'll keep it as cold as a freezer if it keeps my grandfather from dying of heat stroke. Well, see, yeah. Primed, if it saves one grandpa, only counts when you're protecting them from a disease that doesn't even kill old people. But if it's heat waves that are actually proven to kill old people, well, the environment's more important. We can't burn coal, so your grandpa's got to die. We spent 3 years locking you in a cage to protect grandpa, but now it's too hot and we've got to turn off the power plant, so we're going to have to let grandpa die. Welcome to the liberal dystopia.
And what did you think I was going to do?
What, let grandpa die?
Inheritance.
So, this stupid, stereotypical, stunned feminist cunt is going, there's a new kid on the block, the portable aircon unit, as we adjust to a changing climate. Bullshit. With midsummer temperatures regularly exceeding 25 Celsius and occasionally reaching 35 degrees Celsius. Oh no, how could humans possibly cope with the average fucking temperature in spring through autumn in Australia?
I barely cope getting out of bed. I know.
Yeah. This is the new must-have. Sales of air conditioning units are up more than 500% during last year's heatwave. Yeah, that's usually how heatwaves go. You dumb bitch.
Oh, look, we have a heat wave. Maybe we should prepare for the next one. Oh, we bought some stuff. Oh, funny that. We've used things more because more people want them because they realize this is something that's going to keep happening. Mm-hmm. It's almost like people prepare themselves.
Yeah, so of course
Probably the government could prepare itself with, like, more power plants.
So the inbred...
Or just stop the existing ones.
So the inbred animal murderers at Greenpeace came crawling out of their pet murdering hole and like, we're using more coal to cool down the effects of the coal we're using. It makes no sense. And I agree, says our stunned feminist cunt. No, you stupid bitch. Maybe people who live in Britain are suffering if they are forced to deal with 35-degree temperatures.
In insulated houses.
Yes. It's almost as if heat stroke's a thing. And like, I guarantee that this bitch works in an air-conditioned office and lives in a fully climate-controlled apartment building. I guarantee that she has been in air conditioning this whole time.
Oh, very likely. Wait, no, isn't air conditioning sexist?
Yes.
Yes, because men run hotter than women, therefore it is sexist because the men want to turn it down.
That, and the women are often in the office in summer dresses and the men are in suits.
Yes. But yes, that's the thing about air conditioning in offices, and I'm going to harp on about this completely pointless rant until the day I die. The men are either larger with more muscle mass and / or wearing suits while you're wearing your silly, stupid skirt. So the men are legitimately hotter. The men are sitting there with sweat pouring off their fucking faces. So we adjust the temperature to the men. Because the men can't take clothes off because you stupid feminists will get upset if they're running around in budgie smugglers.
I would just laugh.
To be fair, that's an insurance broker I'd probably buy some from.
Yeah.
Kind of wish I'd cranked the fucking aircon down in Lotus ears now just to see if that was the outcome.
Yeah.
It would make the podcast interesting that day.
Yeah, wouldn't it? But like the stupidest thing about it is there are lots and lots of ways to deal with temperature that's too cold in an office, but there's only one way to deal with temperature that's too hot. So you crank the aircon down for the guys, and then you give the women free blankets and gloves and jackets and whatever. Like, we can throw free keep warm shit at the women, but there's nothing we can do for the guys to make them cooler except adjust the aircon. So the men have to suffer because the women make stupid decisions. Modern life, too. Do I know one? Oh, look at this dumb bitch. When it's 26 degrees outside, the average British home simply doesn't need air conditioning. Do you know, have you ever been in an average British home? Because the average British home is fully insulated to save on heating costs, you daft bitch.
Yeah, this
This is an
person's
Aussie
probably an
saying this.
urbanite.
Who normally takes the piss out of us whenever we're like, oh, it's a bit warm here. And he's like, that's winter. Aussie saying this.
I will still say that, though. We're having a heat wave. It's 35. Oh, that's okay. It was that last week in winter.
Then we're like, inside.
But it's almost as if people build houses that are best for the climate they live in. Because there is a type of house in Australia called a Queenslander, which I'm just going to get up some photos of.
I'm going to laugh.
What was that, Disco?
So if it's a mud hut, I'm going to laugh.
Yes. No, we have a style of home in Australia called the Queenslander. It is a raised one-floor house with a massive fucking roof cavity. It's almost as traditionally they have a patio around the entire house, or it's all four walls.
Looks like it's also white.
Yes, but they are stump buildings that are usually 6 to 10 feet off the ground.
Wow.
Because they are designed for pre-air conditioning temperatures in Australia, so you want as much airflow under the building as possible.
Yeah. Also,
look at how at the so you can kind of see it. A lot of people do enclosed underneath because it's like, I'll have a free workshop because I've already put the foundation and the wall and the supports in and the roof.
Might as well use the space I'm paying for. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in modern times with better.
Quite nice. I like that.
Oh, they're lovely. They're great because they're big. And look at the massive size of the roof with the vents on top. They are designed to suck air from under the house, through the floorboards, through the house, up into the roof cavity and expel. You'll also find something in Queenslanders that I think you can just about see in this photo, is that the front door is perfectly aligned with the back door. So you can open the front and...
through airflow.
Yep, for airflow straight through the house.
A lot of Southern American ranch houses and stuff are built that way too.
Yeah, it's almost as if they're also designed for the heat. A house like this would be phenomenally stupid in England. You would literally freeze to death. If it didn't have this underneath, there'd be no insulation. Queenslanders literally, the floors are literally joist floorboard done.
My mum is actually in a 60s build house, and the heating in there is fucking terrible. Even with the way it's been built with proper insulation, because the radiators haven't been set up, it gets so bloody cold in the winter that my mum sat there literally with electric blankets more often than not, hoping the cats will sit on her.
Jeez.
Yeah, let me get up some more photos. So yeah, here's an older one.
Yeah,
so that
designs.
That design has been unchanged since, but you can see that in this one there's nothing underneath. So you're pulling airflow under the house, up through the house, and through the doors.
Yeah, that entire roof line on the top is probably vented.
Yep. That's probably what the second layer of roofing there is. There's probably vents in the soffitting. What have we got? British. Meanwhile,
probably going to get all the terraced houses again that are awful.
Which are, but are also a decent example. Yeah, there's some terraced housing. But what are we? Oh god, do we have anything that isn't terraced housing?
I mean, you looked at one that was semi-detached. That one's not attached, so
yeah. Notice how this one is made of brick. They're also quite often made of double brick with spacing between it for extra insulation.
Sometimes the spacing has breeze blocks in it as well.
But you'll notice that they're built onto the ground, quite often with cellars if they're old enough, because if you dig them below the frost line, that's a lovely place to keep things under like 10 degrees-ish. And the rest of the house is fully designed to keep as much heat in it as possible, because in England, yes, you can have heat waves of up to 35 degrees, but you go lay in the back, room and with one of your servants fanning you or something. But they are designed to retain heat. Houses in hot places are designed to get rid of as much of it as fucking possible. But this dumb bitch, who's possibly an AI, thinks that there's no reason for British houses to have air conditioning.
Oh, she probably knows there's a good reason. She just wants you to suffer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at
I
this
got one
crap.
for you. I'm going to post in chat.
Look at this. Our neighbours in Europe have
talking about
always been
house
smarter
designs.
when it comes to managing the heat. Take a wander on a hot day through the residential neighbourhoods in France, Germany, Spain, and Italy. Spain and Italy. Really? So you mean the places that are that are a quarter of the world further south than you? You mean the places that actually go damn near to the equator? Actually, I need a picture of the fucking globe again. Well, usually, but I'm reasonably sure that Italy gets really fucking close to that old equator.
Italy is Mediterranean, so it's very warm anyway.
Yes. It's almost as if their housing's designed for places that are actually pissing warm.
Yep.
Guess what you've also got in the Mediterranean? Mud brick houses. Because it's not wet enough. It's dry enough down there. Where's a shitty world? Where's a reasonably tolerable world map? This one might actually do the trick.
It's interesting. I've never seen the saltbox house before.
Yeah.
I'll get that.
Usually they're built nowadays. They're usually built symmetrical, but that extra slope is too. When a prevailing wind tends to be really hard, it'll kind of hit that side of the house, and the physics of it causes it basically not to push the house over.
Yeah. Well, it's not got as much grip, and it also forces the air up. So
Yeah.
forces the
Also,
whole stream up.
notice that
And
it has
you can
a
see
big
the super tiny windows and a very big chimney. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost as if it is designed to have a big ass fire and retain that heat, while still being made out of wood.
Yeah, and your kitchen and everything would be on the bottom, on the ground floor.
So,
and there's probably a root cellar under it.
So here we go. So I hope everyone can see my mouse. So England is generically this bit here. Italy is all the fucking way down here. Spain also all the way down here. France the bottom of France is practically the entire length of the United Kingdom from the United Kingdom.
Holy crap! I'm almost on the same line of latitude as Paris.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, right about there. For those of you who didn't know where Newfoundland was, there you go.
Yeah, it's this really, really stupid place here. Because they joined Canada. They had a choice and they chose to join Canada.
Should have joined Greenland.
Well, their fascist leaders chose to join Canada. So, France,
that's
Germany...
The communist in charge at the time fucked us over.
So France, Germany, Spain, and Italy. You'll see blinds or shutters closed against the glare of the midday sun. Sorry, Germany has shutters for the sun. Yeah, England... Hold on a second. Where's my picture of an English house again? I'm pretty sure the English invented shutters. In fact, England's been around as a functional nation state so long that they had... Yeah, there's a point. What does this bitch think that they used before and they had glass? What do I need? I need a British house shutters. Yeah, it's almost as if British houses do have shutters. And she's full of shit.
It's not very common, but older houses certainly do. Modern builds definitely don't anymore.
Yeah.
In fact, most of those shutters aren't actually real shutters.
No,
they're actually
decorative.
just screwed onto the wall.
Yeah, these ones here wouldn't achieve shit. Because they're not wide enough to cover the window.
They're literally more often than not, decorative.
Yeah. But we've also got advances in technology. We've got double glazed windows, which basically reduce the need for shutters to keep the heat out. We've got UV reflective glass. We've got massive technological advances. But no. Apparently it's because English people are too stupid to put up blinds and shutters. Also, you think it's really going to make that much difference. And even if so what do you do if you do all these things and the house still gets too hot because, designed to retain heat? Little Green Martian points out that 30,000 people died in a heat wave in France. Hardly good management. Oh, look. A time will come under another government, of course, when good solar panel coverage across the country might mean we're able to justify a personal AC unit in every home, powered by our own clean energy source. We're not there yet. Shut up.
Just buy a home reactor. What's the problem?
Until then, there is no argument for the able-bodied to be using air conditioning at home. Oh, at home. Right, so you're okay with air conditioning in the office, aren't you, you dumb cunt? But she's basically just going, fuck you for being poor.
Oh well, she's in the Guardian. What else would they do?
Ain't that the truth?
One of my clients are regular Guardian readers, and I've had to resist getting into debates about them from stupid shit I've heard them parrot from it. Oh, so annoying.
We are weakening democracy, she writes. Fears over lack of lessons in how government works. Where do conspiracy theories come from? Well, when Klaus Schwab comes out on TV and says it...
Trying to pull out the...
Whoa.
George has strong opinions on Schwab.
That came up just a really robotic meow over the top of your voice. Yeah.
What is it, George?
Yeah. Well, like, look at all this crap. Oh, we build more homes. Stopping the scandal. Sorry, you're just not vulnerable enough. Yes, we know you hate men. Because it's always about, oh, we need more homes for women. Callum brings up another point. Also, poor can't make changes to houses. Yes, Hannah, what do you suggest the renting poor do to cool their home down? Do you think it's going to go well for them if they just go down to the local lumberyard and buy some wood and just screw it over the fucking windows? It's almost as if portable air conditioners are great for renters because you just open the window, shove it in, close the window. But talk about fucking privilege. Typical privileged white bitch.
Yeah. And probably, like I said, probably an urban apartment dweller has no idea what the average home is actually like.
Yeah, exactly. Never worked a day in their life, white bitch. Oh, they've got a Twitter.
Of course she does. She's probably verified, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's not. She refuses to pay Elon Musk the $8 a month.
Journalist.
She's not just from London. She's from South London.
How?
Whatever the fuck difference that
Do you think she's part of a gang?
Yes. The most dangerous gang that there is.
Gang of shrieking harpies, maybe.
Exactly.
They don't need weapons to kill you.
Yeah, there she is whining about Boris constantly because she's a completely worthless hack.
These people are never happy with anything in life. That's part of their job.
Yeah.
It is. They're
Be a miserable fuck.
professional whiners. Granted, I'm trying to become a professional whiner, but...
Krista makes a good point. Chatbots don't have credit cards. They can't get verified.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure
Oh
a
my God.
chatbot could steal some simp's credit card.
Uh,
If you enjoyed this segment from the Sons of Chardonnay podcast, please consider joining us live exclusively on rumble.com/c/Sons of Chardonnay. A special thanks to our subscribe star supporters who you can currently see scrolling past on your screen.